Hello, everybody. Major Matter 6 here, and today we have part 6 of our Planet Coasters series, I guess you could say. This is the last park that I have on the first Planet Coaster, the only one on my PS5 edition, the rest were on the PS4 edition. And this one's called Home of Adventure. So I'll show you it in a minute. Right now we're low down at the entrance. As you can see at the bottom, we have 3,900 people. The max is 4,000. I tried to make it more, but I don't know if you can. And then we're at 95%, which is tied for our highest. The other one, which was in part two, I believe. But that part was on PS4, and this one's on PS5, so it's a lot bigger. Um, it's crazy. It incorporates stuff I said in the Hamlet video, the Winter Hamlet. It's got spooky, it's got adventure, and it's got sci-fi. Uh, so I'll just go back and take a nice view of this place. Oh, let me get a good view. There it is. So here it is, the home of adventure. We have spooky over here in this section. We have sci-fi all over here. And then adventure over here. If it's a little laggy, it's because it's at 95% and it's pretty packed. But yeah, so this is the last park I have on the first Planet Coaster. I don't have the second one yet, but eventually I'll probably get it. Um, so yeah, like this started with spooky was the only theme I really didn't do, and I wanted to incorporate spooky in the park, and so here it is. Obviously, sci-fi is a great theme, and adventure we kind of did a little bit in City Adventures, another park, but the adventure was very small, and this park it's the biggest. Um, yeah, so it's really big. I incorporated stuff. I was experimenting with different stuff, water, terrain, uh, traveling like transports around the park, and those are all included here. So this is kind of like my peak form of Planet Coaster. Uh, these first two sections, adventure and sci-fi, I built a long time ago, like over 2 years ago, I want to say, and then I just got back into it, and I finished the smallest section of the park, which is the spooky area. Um, so yeah, we'll start at the entrance, and then we'll get to the main promenade central area. Home is what I call it. At the end of the video, I'll show you all the work rosters and everything that these workers are doing. So here we go. You walk in. All right, here's the entrance. I added these fountains, something I never did really before. I used fireworks. I used fireworks on the Winter Hamlet, but water I never really did. So I got a couple fountains in here. There's that side. There's that side. Very natural, nice. And then we walk through. And here we are in the main entrance. Right, you see Planet Coaster 3 times, right, when you walk in. Very good. And we'll get a top-down view here. So this kind of design, right, this two crescents, I didn't really like at first, and then after I gave it a minute, I was like, wow, like I actually do like it. It's very unique. Um, Thin. It's you could put scenery, right, but it still feels open. Um, each area in this park is decorated with lights, garbage cans, and benches all over. That does not stop the people from knocking it down, these slobs. Like if we go in here right now, look, I replaced it before this video started, and there's already been six vandalized since then. So, not great. But yeah, this is a nice little open area in the center of the park, the entrance. We have the Planet Coaster guy here. Very nice. We'll take a look around. We got an info booth over here. And then we got an ATM over here. This is the adventure section on the left. Hello, Planet Coaster Man. King Coaster. That was very loud. We have a Hat's Fantastic here, a Just a Memento picture place. And we got an infirmary here. and the claw machine is right outside the spooky area. So this is a nice little entrance. You're gonna see throughout, like, the guests, they are thirsty for some reason. This was a problem in Winter Hamlet 2, or Festive Hamlet, whatever it was. They're just so thirsty. Like, I added more drinks and they're still thirsty. Like, I don't know. There's something wrong with them. But whatever. Sorry you're unhappy, Dion. Don't mind the pop-ups. I'm just here to build. So this is everything I built. Made it look nice. We'll start with the spooky section, and then we'll work our way around to the adventure, because that's obviously it's the oldest section, but it's the one I'm most proud of. We have 4 coasters. This one I made myself. This one's pre-made. This one is pre-made, and this one is pre-made. I should make more coasters myself, but it's very complicated, and I don't know. I like building the outside part. I let the engineers handle building the coasters. But regardless, here we go into the spooky section. Nice little area here. This is kind of the main intersection of the spooky area. Comes from the sci-fi down there, and then down here kind of loops around. Nice little area. What's up, Chief Beef? Over here, we have a restaurant. Nice little area. Over here's a staff room, kind of hidden off. You see the path. Look at him. He's going over there. There's a tree in the way, but he's still finding his way through. And then we kind of got this little lakey area. I built this not knowing what it would be. It was just a hill originally. And then I added the water. And it looks a lot better, honestly. I like it. And I was considering, what should I put in the middle? I just put the king himself, King Coaster. Like I said, there's lights and garbage cans and benches throughout this entire thing. So the spooky lights are street lights, as you can see. Let's go to the right here. We'll make a right. So we're down here. I love this section's, like, it feels so closed off. It feels tight. All the trees everywhere. The other themes really don't have that. We have our first ride here. I think it's called Star Wheel. Yes, the Star Wheel. As you can see, the decorations, they're okay. The spooky was actually a lot smaller, I'll show you, than I thought. Let's see. I know it's in content packs. There's not much here. It's basically like, do you want graves with worms or spiders or skeletons or mausoleums? Like, it's basically all the same. So there's not much I can do. But there was a lot of repeat stuff. Like, you're going to see these graves everywhere. But, you know, it's still spooky, I guess. I don't know. So here it is, the Star Wheel. Nice ride. We'll make our way around the corner here. Still tight, closed off. This is the food court. I'll get a nice top-down view of this area, right? So we just came down this road. The food court's here, and the spooky section goes all the way to back here, inside the mountain, which we'll see. So we're at the food court. Over here is a nice little area. This is a hotel. Very spooky. Yeah. Security guard coming out of there? Yeah, wow. Keeping everybody safe. Not much, like I said. Look, there's a tree with some spiders. Like, it's not much you could do, but it actually looks pretty good, and I love this pathway. It's very unique. Yeah, so I'll save the food court for last, but we'll continue forward. We have a first aid over here. Right? ATM, yeah. Yeah, let me get those fees in. Come on. Come on. Take it away, and we approach the mountain. I can't really get a good look at the mountain. Sorry, this camera's probably making you have a seizure or something. There's the mountain. This originally was just a courtyard. It just had graves everywhere. But then I put in... Wow, that's fucking loud. Jesus Christ. Then I needed an extra staff room, and it actually fits with the theme pretty well, so I put it in there. It looks nice. Now we're on the side of the mountain. We're going to keep going. We got a few rides here. We have 360 Power, the loudest ride in the fucking park, obviously. And Evil Sundial. You know, color-wise, I didn't know what I should do, or spooky, so I just made everything kind of like purple, orange, black, gray, like it's all like spooky colors. There's Spooky Coaster. What is that his name? King Ghoster. Oh. Alright. The one road we missed was this one next to the food court on the other side. It's just got toilets. It's nothing special on the exit to 360. Yeah. So now we're in the back section of the park. Here we are. We have one coaster here. Not very popular, which I messed up. I really shouldn't have put it back here, but I kind of like planned for this to be a big area. I thought this skywalk would be not skywalk. What are they called? Cable car transport would be good. Like I said, I experimented with transports in the other parks, and I did the same here, but I did it with the boat, which you can see over here, and then a cable car. So the cable car, it literally gets no passengers really. It's got 43, which is nothing. But it's free now. I made it free, so people will go on it. I'd like to go on this coaster, but the problem is nobody comes back here. It's getting a little bit of traffic now, at least. Um, when it starts up, I'll get on it. But we go inside the mountain to the cable car entrance. Here it is. Very nice, right? All the lamps everywhere. I could decorate it a little more, but it's honestly a bitch to get the camera down in here. So, yeah, it's just annoying. But it was nice that I have this. I like this. This is something unique. I was originally going to put. Oh, there we go. They're starting. I'm gonna get on because nobody goes on this ride. So, all right. So I'll be quiet. This ride just goes. It goes back, and then forward, and then back, and then you end up back here. Like you'll understand it. Woohoo! Yeah, so that's the Haunted Mines. This was like kind of supposed to be like a haunted, like Western town a little bit. Only problem is I'm at 95% and I really can't build anything else. So this I wanted to include a coaster in this section because it only has, well, this being the fourth ride, so it's only four rides. So I wanted to like, put something here to match the scale of the other ones. And this coaster, it fit. It kind of it's cool too. It goes up to the mountain and comes back down. It fit with the terrain, and I made it work. So it's kind of like a ghost western theme. You see some scarecrows around here, and yeah. Um, but that's it for the spooky section. The smallest section, like I said, and my most recent one. But it's not. I'm proud of it, but it's not my best work, honestly. I really don't think so. Uh, so we'll go to the sci-fi section now. And we'll do the little cable car path. So it goes from inside the mountain all the way up here to the top of the sci-fi section. Very cool area. Hello, sir. You're patrolling? Yeah, all right. Um, it's kind of a way if you don't want to take these stairs down to the spooky section, you can go take the cable car, but nobody goes on it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Um, So we're up here now, and we have, what is this, a restaurant? Hotel? Restaurant. Little sci-fi restaurant. I think it shoots. Yeah, it shoots out of the big back of the bug. Um, I'll just do a quick rundown of down here. We got a bathroom, we got a staff room, areas to sit, lampposts, obviously, and that leads into this area of the spooky section. Down here, just a few rides. We have whatever this one is, Overpower, Red, and Blue Wings, which is blue. You're going to see that theme later in the sci-fi section. Um, it's kind of like the good guys and the bad guys, which I made a cool display, I guess is the word, like animatronic display. You'll understand it. Here's a ship. One of the ships that are in the sci-fi section is I used each one. I think there's 4 of them. This is one. This is one. This is one, and that is one. So yeah, that's kind of this like middle bridge area in between the big parts of sci-fi and the spooky section. Also, here's the boat transport, but I'm going to end with that in the sci-fi section because it connects there. And look at that line. Jesus Christ. See, look, this one has 16,000 guests. And how many does the cable car have? 53. Okay, so yeah. It's just in a bad spot, honestly. But it was my dream to have a cable car in this place, and I put it here because I thought people would go there, and they don't. The food court is over here, right under the restaurant. Very nice. A lot of foot traffic. Jeez. We got a Pip Shot Water, I believe that is. What is this? Chief Beef. These are inside the mountain, which is cool. We got a coffee, a donuts, a Fritz, a gulpy soda, a hot dog squad, and then there's a bathroom right here. See, look, I replaced them all. I'm gonna do it again because slobs. These people are freaking slobs. It's so annoying. Nice area. All right, each unique benches and whatever these things are. I don't know what they're called. Spaceship hulls. Very cool. All right, it's a nice little food court. Not the biggest one in the park. Oh, speaking of food court, holy moly! I didn't even show you this one. This was the spooky one. So we got this one breaks down a lot. Like by that I mean I came back here one day and every table was broken, and it was I couldn't believe it. This one's pretty small though. It's got a hot dog squad, gulpy slushy. I think that one is. Chief Beef is on that side, and a gulpy energy. There's Chief Beef himself. But yeah, this is spooky. I'm sorry I forgot that. That's so distracted. But this is the better food court, and then the best one is in the adventure park, which I'll tease. It's right here. Very cool. But yeah, so this is the sci-fi area. This overlook nobody ever goes on this. Oh, nope, they didn't go on it. But it's a cool view over of the area. So you get the view of the ride. I think that's the Screaminator in front of us, and then the coaster's on the right. The red and blue animatronics is on this area right there, and the rest of the park can be seen from right here. I really wanted to include that. It just felt like a realistic kind of thing, you know. Nobody ever goes on it though, so I don't know. It's not my fault. It's just they don't care about beauty and scenery. They just want to stuff their fat faces and knock over my frickin' garbage cans. So it's on them. It's on them. I'm gonna go back to the main entrance to Sci-Fi, and then we'll work our way up here. So here it is, the main entrance of Sci-Fi. Walk through the laser beams. Ooh. And here we are into this part of the park. The water transport's here. I'll end with that in this section. But we cross over the bridge, beautiful, into the sci-fi section. We have a ride here. This was a big one. This is the Sky Watcher. It goes all the way to the top. It's the highest point in the park, higher than all the mountains. Always a popular ride. I think it's in most of my parks. Uh, and then for like scenery, sci-fi has a lot of stuff you could do. Um, it might be my favorite. Western's my favorite because I love just Western genre as a whole. But sci-fi's got a lot of great stuff. It's got also got these huge walls, which I'd never know what to do. Like, where am I gonna put that? Like, how am I? It's got like it's crazy. That's crazy. It must be a sci-fi only theme park. You know. Uh, but yeah, so it's kind of like the theme is like energy, I guess. Like there's these like energy bins, and red and blue are fighting for them, which is the whole thing in this animatronic scene. Um, so yeah, we'll get to that. But here we go. We got the guns firing and everything. But that's the first ride on the left. If you make a right, it's kind of like the main walkway of the sci-fi section. We have a first aid on the right, info on the left. What is this? ATM right here. Staff area, bathrooms, and then more energy stuff. And there's a little robot man in the computer here. Look at him doing his job. And then we got our ship right over here, one of the ships. Down here is the entrance to the Screaminator. Not a very popular ride, surprisingly. It's even though it's like a kind of a staple. You know, it's very, very big. This, see this right here, this crashed UFO is actually a preset. It's right here. But I was like, let me make it a bit unique and make it a bit different. So I put a little crater in the middle, and I put the crashed UFO down here, along with another ship, and then a survivor who's kind of like manning a computer. I don't know. I don't remember what the theme was, but it's pretty cool, you know, and immersive a little bit. um, so yeah, I don't know if that's my favorite scenery. It might be. I think this is my favorite part of the park, but we'll get to that. Walking straight past the animatronics. We'll go to the coaster now, because that seems to be a big deal. People are on it. There's a staff area back here, inside the mountain. I'll explain more about the cannon, you know. I'll wait for this ride to end, and then we'll go on it. Should be almost over. This is a preset, like I said. What's it called? Mech's Run, that's right. And that is the Screaminator. I was right. Alright, here we go. They're finished. Big line on this one, huh? Alright, so I will shut up and we'll watch the ride. From the front seat, obviously. Wow, that was actually really cool. That was really, the music makes it a lot better. Uh, let's see. Is there music? There is. Belong in the air. Huh. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that one. There's no way I could build this. There's just no freaking way. Let's see. I forgot what it's originally called. It's somewhere in here. I won't go crazy looking for it, but it's got a big yellow in the middle. Is it this? Yeah, there it is. It's originally called phthalate, whatever that means. But yeah, it's got some cool. It's again energy themed. You know, we got fire and we got the energy pouches. Or pouches. No, what are they? Canisters. They look like the Scream canisters from Monsters Inc. So now we'll get to this section, which you know what? It actually is my favorite part of the park. So the theme is kind of the sci-fi is red versus blue, not like the show on Netflix that's like kind of looks like Halo. I forgot that exists, but you know it's the red orange aliens are the bad guys, and then the blue are kind of like the good guys, the rebels or whatever. They do have the rebel helmets. That's why I say that. So this kind of animatronic, I'm going to call it animatronic. It's not that. What are these things called? Trooper. Okay, whatever. There's kind of a battle going on here, right over you as you walk under. It's one of my favorite parts. The blue guys are trying to take this evil red fort. So it's in this rock, mountain, hill, whatever. So that's why this cannon is above the staff room, because it's defending the hill. And we have the Hoth gun here. And obviously the blue guys have taken this stuff out already, as you can see. Like they're on fire. I'm using the pyrotechnics. So we got our rebels here repairing the ship that's like broken. It's like on the ground or something, and he's defending him. We got what is this called? The Mutt. It's a funny name. It's blue. It's got the blue on it, so it's for the good guys, and they're shooting at the red guys. We kind of have a little. This reminds me of the Endor outpost fight, you know. So we got the red guys. They're in here defending, and then we got the rebels kind of shooting at them, all fighting over the energy. It's very cool. And the coolest part, which was hard to do, but when the doors open, there's actually a robot kind of like controlling the door or whatever. It's very cool. I think does one of them get shot? I don't know. I'll just wait here and take a look. Nah, he doesn't get shot. But then we move to up here, where another kind of skirmish is going on for the energy stuff. The red guys are defending it down here. And got a nice little animatronic battle here. The blue guys, the red guys, explosions everywhere. Really cool, really cool. I think this is a preset, but I changed a bunch of stuff on it. I can actually take a look. Let's see. If I made this, that would be very cool. I don't remember, it was so long ago. Sci-fi skirmish. Yeah, see, it's kind of similar. Well, it's actually exactly the same, so I lied. But, oh no, I flipped it around, actually. I flipped it around. So the red guys are on this side, defending the base, and the blue guys are over here. So that's cool. It's little stuff like that I like building. It really makes the park, makes me feel like I'm like actually building it. Like, I don't know. You get what I mean? I don't want to get emotional about Planet Coaster, you know? So that leads us to our last part of the sci-fi section before we get to the boats, which is kind of this exit to the adventure land in its own unique area. We have a few more rides. We have Looper. This one's spaceships, obviously perfectly themed, and then this one's a shuttle. So it's called Spaceship Blackout. I think it was called Blackout. It looks like it's broken. So our mechanic is coming to fix it. What is he going to say? All good? Looks like it. Alright. So yeah, that's the entire sci-fi section. Second biggest section. Very cool. And now we'll get to the water ride, transport. The line is so big. You know, I used to have 3 boats, And now I have 6, and it's still a problem. Look at that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like I said, this is kind of a mix of all the things I worked on: terrain, transport, water, everything. So this water transport was it was a cool idea. I kind of I started with the water, like I wanted to build a river and then build around it, and this was just a really cool part of it. The boat ride goes around, takes you around the food court island here, under the adventure bridge, and to the entrance of the adventure area. Really cool. The sci-fi, it connects obviously both sections of the park. It's got the transport here, and it's got the desolate transport here that nobody frickin' uses. Um, so yeah, I guess we'll start. We'll start at the front, and we'll go in. So the adventure theme, first of all, is it's a great theme. Like I said, it was in City Adventures, my other park, but I really didn't do a lot. It wasn't really that big, so I really wanted to expand it, and I think I did that really well here. It's really big. It's got 2 coasters. There's the most rides in a section. A lot of cool little stuff as well. So here we go. Walk through. Ooh, begin your journey. Yeah, into the adventure park. So here's the boat ride. To the left, we got some more rides. Uh, and here we go at the start. We have an info booth, which is nobody's there right now. Great. ATM. We got guys digging for gold right here. I will make a left because this is kind of a, what's it called? A dead end. We got a balloon shop. Little idol here. This is the ride that I made. Mining Fever. Let me put some music. Does it have music on? Yeah, I'll put some music on. Put that one. Just so it sounds good later. First aid over here. As you can see, the lamps are different again. The bins are different. The benches are different. It's a nice, unique section of the park. Lava. And then we got our wheel here. I think this is called Big Wheel, even though it's the smaller version of the Star Wheel, obviously. We got a bathroom over here, I believe. Yeah. Oh, right. Yep, toilet block. And we got a few more rides. The flying thing where Peter Griffin is Slender Man. Savannah Flight. That's what that one's called. And then we got this cool one. I always love these rides. They take up no space, and they're pretty popular. Safari Peak is that one. We'll continue through. I think this is a staff area. And then it goes to the end right here with the snake statue. Very cool. Yeah, so this is the dead end. Nice area. Low traffic, obviously, because it's the end side of the park, but it's all cool. All cool. We'll go around this way. We got a few rides here. Adventure Path. The names are not great. You know, it's like the Christmas Hamlet one, or Winter Hamlet, whatever it was. The ride names aren't the greatest. What do we got here? The Collider. I think this one I just kept the same. And then we got my ride here, which is starting right now, so I might as well put us on Mining Fever. Alright, let's go. You can tell it's my ride because it's short and your neck breaks on it. But yeah, very cool. I think I did this before in the Western one, putting it in a mountain. But it's something I like to do. It makes it unique and makes it different than just having it out in the open. a bunch of rocks down here, statue, right, going in. And then at the top here, it's kind of like the Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark when they're mining at the top of the mountain. Very cool. Very cool. I like that little stuff. So we can go around now. Got a little staff area here. Another ride. Aero balloons. That's a cool one. Oh, excuse me. Jesus. This is Adventure Ring. Nice one. And then we got little snake animatronics over here. Little snake area. This leads back to the entrance over there. Ooh, who's that? King Coaster. Adventure King Coaster. I'll show you the work rosters after. So yeah, here we go. This is what is this one called? The Snare. It's a cool one. We got guys digging again, and yeah, a bunch of pyramids. The Great Pyramids, one could say. 3 of them. Yeah, that was the plan. All right, let's go on this one. This one have music? No, I'll just put a random music on it. Let's see. We'll do that one. Old time campfire. I don't know. All right, let's go on. Oh no, they're making me wait. Hold on, let's see if I can. Let me be one of the people. There we go. All right. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. I could never build that ever. So, yeah. But it's cool. Got a lot of nice stuff around it. Snakes are here, and then this is the food court, which I'll save for the end. But then we got another digging area here. All the adventure stuff. And then we got a nice hotel right here. And then this leads all the way around. Whoa. To the sci-fi section. Right over here. Yeah, very cool. So we'll go over the bridge now. Whoa, hippos. Fake hippos, obviously. Into the food court area. We got toilets right here. Staff area over here. Cosmic cow, yeah. Got a nice ATM at the entrance, and then we got a water, a pizza pen, tzatziki, and Cosmic Cow ice cream in this nice little area. You could sit. There's garbage cans, lights, everything. Yeah, it's a beautiful section of the park. My favorite is, I think it is the animatronic battle that I created. It's very cool. So overall, my biggest park, the one I'm most proud of, definitely. I'll show you the rosters now. We'll go in here. They're not happy, but yeah, that's not my problem. So it's split up. AD is adventure. So there's the entertainers, the section, which is the entire place, the vendors, which are only the stores. Home is just the main courtyard, like the entrance. SC is sci-fi. SPO is spooky. And then whole park is obviously whole park. So there you go. It's got 23 rides, 21 shops, 40 other. It's like ATM, staff areas, everything. Um, so for example, I'll just show you. We'll do the 80 section. So all these buildings are in that section, and the janitors, uh, the mechanics, everybody that's not a vendor or a entertainer uses this roster, and they stay in this area and use like a staff room like this one or this one. And then we'll go to the different ones. We got sci-fi section. It's this one. Entrance, the boat, all this stuff. Staff rooms. Um, yeah. Then we'll do home too. Home's a small one. Just this area, and then the staff room that's in Spooky right at the entrance. And then Spooky right here. All this stuff, plus the staff room here. And, well, just that one. That one's got 6 spots. It's big enough for everybody. Let me show you that. Staff buildings. So, yeah, they're all at 6. I didn't even know you could do this, like, put perks on it. So, like, I guess certain people get more, like, boosts or whatever. Like, if it's a security office and you get security guards in there. But, yeah, they're all up their capacity to 6. So, yeah. So this is Home of Adventure. Great park. Yeah, my best one, most detailed. The last one on Planet Coaster 1. Yeah, there's not much for me to do anymore. Like, I built what I wanted to build. I'd done most of the themes. Spooky, adventure. I don't have studios or Ghostbusters, but I don't even know why I would do that. Like, I don't know how to build that. I've done City. I've done Fairy Tale, Festive, Pirate, Planet Coaster, Sci-Fi, and Western. So I've done them all. And Ghostbusters, a movie, is the only one left, which I think they're also in the second one. Or, like, the second one has a wizarding, and it has a water park, so I'll buy that eventually and add some more. But my best park, very detailed, very precise. I like making the little stuff. I like designing it. The rides and the coasters are just like you need them to get people in the park. I like building it just like that, like making the pathways and the food courts and the different courtyards. Cool stuff like that is what I like. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully this didn't run too long. It's probably, I'm gonna guess around 25 minutes, but it's probably a little longer than that. So yeah, part 6. Thank you for watching, and I'll probably be back with a different one in Planet Coaster 2. All right, thank you.